Alrighty, everybody, welcome once again to a live chat with Adam. This is Adam, your dog trainer. I am he is I, and I am here just for you. Alrighty, everybody. So, how's everybody doing today? I missed you all, and hopefully that was cool and exciting, and hopefully that worked. I don't even know if it did or didn't. You tell me. So, how's everybody doing today? And how are you? How am I? So, let's talk about this week. This week we had a big announcement, and I'm going to hit this button, and we're going to stop presenting. And yeah, so this week we had a big announcement. We are doing a major giveaway. I have it right here. This, oh my God, this thing's huge. This right here, K9. What is it? Blue 9 products, the Climb. Amazing product. Love it, love it, love it. Did a review on it, and now it's working for me. I don't know what that means, but we did a review of that earlier in the week from the live show, and then not live show, I mean from the dog show. And we met Jamie and Rue and got to play with her puppy. Super cute dog. I got Pickles behind me over here causing havoc. And, you know, I'm so impressed with them. I've been so impressed with them. And, you know, it's an awesome device. It's an awesome training tool. You know, as if you watch that video, you saw Jamie talking about circus animals. And that really made me think about how this whole thing works, and I have 2 of them, so you know, maybe I'll give 2 away, maybe I'll give 1 away. I don't know. We're gonna see how this goes. I want to try to get to 500 subscribers by New Year's. That's my goal. If I get to 300, that would be fantastic, amazing. And then you know, I know everyone wants one of these, and it's $170. I paid the money. I paid for it. I have proof. Charisse knows. She was there when I purchased it. She actually helped carry it out to the car. So she knows I paid for these. These were not given to me. This is how much I appreciate everything you guys have done to help support this channel over the past couple months. I know I've been kind of in and out and here and not here, and learning, and then getting better, and then messing everything up, and then getting better, and then messing it up again. So today I went up to Jacksonville, and I visited some friends up there, and I found this nice, really nice pier, wood pier. It was like a man-made pier, like dock, I guess you can call it. It went out about 200 yards into the St. John's River, I think, or St. Pete River. I don't know what it's called. And so I did a really cool video out there. And, you know, I wanted to kind of do a little retrospective about what the goals were for me for 2018, because that literally is a week and a half away. Holy crap, that's a week and a half away. And, you know, hopefully you guys are making your plans and getting all situated for the holidays. I know I am. I already have 1 invite for Christmas Eve. We all know who that is. You're right there. And then I have something going on Christmas Day where I'm actually going into work, because if you didn't know, I'm actually Jewish, and I don't mind going into work, and I would be more than happy so others could spend time with their families. I'll take the time to take care of the animals at work, so I have no worries doing that. So it's no skin off my back. Oh, thanks, Floyd. Let me turn the cell phone on vibrate. It is on vibrate. And oh, by the way, if this is your first time watching and you don't know how to get into the chat, all you got to do is open up the window and then scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, and you'll see the chat at the bottom. All right. And also, please don't forget, please subscribe, smash the button right down there. And then, you know, let's pass this around. Let's try to build something. I'm really on a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers, make this community huge, by next year this time. I don't know if that's realistic. You guys tell me if that's realistic. I think it's my goal. I think that's what we're gonna go with. You guys let me know if you think that's something feasible. I'm gonna start to bring you guys on more. I'm gonna bring more pets, so we're gonna bring more products. I'm gonna be dropping more videos every week. I'm really gonna do a lot of stuff on here instead of on Facebook. I'm going to focus this next year on building this brand right here. And I really feel that with your help, it's something that can really be something special. And, you know, we'll see what happens. I don't know. And sorry I was late. I was sitting here literally doing nothing, and I went to reach for my mug, and there was no water. And, you know, since I talk for like an hour, I kind of like having my water. So, yeah. So, anyway, one sad note, one very sad note. Peaches. Who's Peaches? Peaches, the tree, is no longer. All right. He has definitely kicked the bucket. And, yes, it's a sad day here in the studio. So I don't know what I did. I am not a botanist by all means. I am a plant killer. Yes, I killed the plant, which the plant eats mosquitoes, and we live in Florida, and there's mosquitoes in this house like crazy. Everyone in Florida has mosquitoes in their house. So I figured it'd be fine. I think I either one, overwatered him, or two, didn't feed him enough protein, because they need protein in their diet. I don't know. Maybe I fed him too much protein, because I did put mealworms in him like every other day. Maybe that was too much. I don't know. But I do have another bonsai plant growing outside that someone gave me. And so I will be redoing another tree. And we're going to see how many trees I can kill in a year. That was 2, by the way, just to keep track. So the first video we ever did on this channel was March 3rd, I think. And so we're almost at a year completely. So at March 3rd, it took me 2 months we have 3 more months, and then it will be a whole year that I killed 2 plants. So it's really not too bad. I don't know. So anyway, any topics you need me to discuss today, I have one in the back of my mind that I want to bring up that someone asked me about earlier in the day. Maybe it just went to sleep and you forgot to set the alarm for maybe that's the case. I don't know. Wake up. No, he's not waking up. So the topic I wanted to talk about was the raw diet. And my issues that I have with the raw diet. Well, I got cords everywhere. Hey, look, it's a mosquito. So got him. Man, that guy that's squished. That was gross. So my issues with the raw diet versus a regular standard kibble. So raw dog food. Yes, I'm bringing that up right now. You just texted me. I'm doing that right now just for you. Too funny, Lauren. So the raw diet is it good? Is it bad? What are your thoughts about it? I feel that it's an excellent thing to do for your dog if you start them out that way. 1. 2, the ideals behind the raw diet, I think, are really, really good. I think the fact that you're giving them pure proteins, you're giving them pure veggies, you're giving them the essential vitamins, minerals, nutrients, glucosamine, chondroitin, everything geared specifically for your specific dog. Now, here's the problem. Human error. There have been so many times where humans are not consistent enough they'll add a little more of this or a little more of that in their mix while they're making the raw diets. And I just feel that inconsistency there makes it that you can do more harm than good. It's not something for a beginner. It's not something for someone who is that isn't really educated on food. I hear a lot of people coming into the store asking me, "Oh, I feed raw diet. What kind of protein should I use?" And I look at them and I'm like, "What do you mean? What kind of protein should you use? You should know what your dog eats consistently." Um, Raw diet is excellent for your dog, horrible for the human to have to prepare on a daily basis. I mean, there is so much time, so much effort, so much financial dollar it needs to go into that. Just to give an example, one bottle of Consequin, which is the joint supplement that's usually added to for the raw diet for the hip and joint issues for any dog. One bottle of the 110 count of that is $56, and that's only 70 pills. Usually, and those pills are about 300 to 400 milligrams of glucosamine and chondroitin. So normally you have to add 2 pills per day. So that's $100 a month alone just on vitamins. We haven't even touched a protein source. So a protein source, usually they use chicken. I personally prefer someone using beef or lamb. I don't like using poultry for raw food just because I'm concerned about a lot of those. I'm concerned about a lot of those issues that poultry just has with it, the commonality. Now, some people actually cook the poultry prior to using it, so this way it locks in and there's no salmonella issues, and that's kind of a thing too. But there's a whole bunch of issues that are evolved with that. Lamb is not cheap. Beef is not cheap. I mean, beef is really fatty, and I just don't think you're getting the right balance of protein, carb, veggies, minerals. I just don't think we can get the right balance. Whether it's for a small dog, like Lourdes is saying, I feel if I did that, I'd give too much calories to your dog. Yeah, it's so difficult you really have to know what you're doing, and it's not for the beginner. It's really only for those dogs that are super, super active. They need that super high protein. I did a thing on AKC show that I went to. I'll put a link up there in the description. I'll put a link in the description and in the cards up there. You'll see that in the replay. And there was a dog there that was a Belgian Malinois that ran the agility course that was lean and solid muscle. And the person I was with even made a comment, "Man, that dog is super thin." And I knew in the back of my mind, it wasn't because the dog was thin. It was because the dog ate a raw diet and he was pure muscle. That dog ended up breaking an AKC record for a lot of competitions. So, I mean, it was amazing to watch. The dog was super fast. And I don't know why Charisse is retracting her own message. That's pretty funny. So, the raw diet is a give and take. I don't want to have to think about it that much. Oh yeah. You don't want to think. You don't want to have to really process. That's what you're trying to say. You don't want to really process how difficult it is. And if you make a mistake, let's just say you add a little too much glucosamine or chondroitin, that you make a mistake. Oh my gosh, you just threw away all that food. What about companies that do the prep for you, specifically for your dog? I know it's expensive, but that would be a good way to go. So here you go. Your dog happens to be an Akita. And how much do you think an Akita would need to eat in one day? The cost would be astronomical compared to regular standard kibble. Now, that all being said, the good thing about the raw diet is you're adding the proper amount of moisture and the proper amount of protein. Food Day Today kibble was only created just a couple years ago in the scheme of things in 1942. So in 1942, they stopped making canned food. That was all that was available because they needed the aluminum cans for stuff for the metal for ammunition for the army. So that's when they started dehydrating it and making kibble. So at the end of the day, do you really need to do a dry food, wet food, raw food? I don't know. Wow, that water did not do anything for my throat. I feel personally that you should do wet food with your dog, dry food with your dog, and maybe you can try some of those pre-done. Like I think Instinct does a few pre-bagged. They're not raw bites; they're like pre-cooked for you. And they're frozen. You can try that. I know for my senior dog, when I still had Howard, they had the logs that were in the refrigerator, and he would eat a log every week. Like it was like $30 a week that I was spending on food for him. But the protein was right and everything was balanced. And that was the only thing he can eat because he was losing all of his teeth and his kidneys weren't working and this, that, and the other. And that's what we gave him. And that's what he was able to eat, you know. So I personally feel that you doing a little bit of both is the best for your dog. Dehydrated dog food was not what it was meant to be. Because then you're creating no moisture, which then creates urinary tract issues. And if you have a male dog and they get a urinary tract issue, you're talking about thousands of dollars worth of surgery. Owen doesn't like wet food. Well, Owen is a spoiled brat. I'm just going to say that. Love that dog. And of course, you don't give him any wet food. So, I mean, I feel that I would give my dog a mix. And I did give them a mix every day. I actually mix Biljack with the with that Vitavittles wet salami looking thing, I guess you can call it. And then she goes, I guess, yeah, she's agreeing with me that he's a brat. So, you know, honestly, I feel you should do a mixture of wet and dry food because that's what dogs ultimately need in their diet. It helps them with their teeth. It helps them with everything. And if you do strictly wet food, their teeth become a disaster. And periodontal disease is one of the biggest issues with dogs. And why don't you enter the chat? You're texting me directly, and you should enter the chat, and so everyone can see you, Lauren. She says Leroy doesn't eat his kibble anymore. I'm still going to do it. What brand? I don't know what brand. So, I mean, honestly, when it comes down to it, I do a mix. I feel the mix is what's best. I think if you do a mix, you clean their teeth enough, you have enough moisture to keep their mouths properly moisturized, if that's a thing. And for the periodontal issues, you need to make sure that you do the cleaning of their teeth. And I'm going to do a review on a product that we're going to have coming up in just a few weeks. I'm already setting that up for the Friday show, the review show for Friday morning. I'm working on that in January. So, I mean, that's kind of a thing. So what do you do? Why don't you let me know in the comments below on the replay, and then tell me how you feel about your dog eating wet food versus dry food. I think that's a good thing to talk about, you know. And, you know, with that being said, we're at 20 minutes exactly, kind of a little short tonight. I'm going to let you guys go. I have to do a lot of editing for that video I did in Jacksonville today. And I hope everybody, all of you, I love all of you. You guys are all my favorites. You're here every single week. And as you know, I appreciate the support. And I wish everyone a happy holiday. Next Tuesday, which will be the day after Christmas, we will not be doing a live chat. Next Friday, we will not be doing a wake up puppy. we'll be waiting until after New Year's. All right. I'm just going to take a week off, kind of get my ducks in a row, and kind of hit next year full steam ahead. All right. So I will see all of you guys in 2018. And let me know how that intro was. Go back and rewatch the intro. I'm gonna go watch it, and let me know what your thoughts were. You guys could you know, you guys are my biggest critics and my biggest helpers. So let me know how that looked and how that worked. I have no clue. I know what I hit on this side, so I'm gonna look at it. Alrighty, happy holidays to everyone. And don't forget, we have the big giveaway. I'm gonna give that away the first live show of the year. All right. So the very first live show of the year, I will be giving away the Climb with a K, and that's going to go to some lucky duck. So hopefully you guys really do a good job, you know, selling our channel here. And the more people you get, the more chances your name gets put in the hat to win. Remember, it's $170. That's no chump change. I threw down some money for that. Alrighty. So I will see you guys after the New Year's. I will be putting up and posting some videos, so you'll have something to watch. And yeah, that's about it. Everyone have a great day. Remember, hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate that. Don't forget, first-time watchers, go ahead, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. Let me go ahead and get the mouse ready before I say it. Deuces!